Carissa Hendricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah.
She's real good.
Yeah, she was really good.
Did she
Do
teach?
a show or
She did a show. Well, she did act in a show. She was funny.
Yeah, Daddy likes her.
Did she talk funny?
Yeah.
Did she say, darling, darling? Or country? Darling, huh?
I think it's like a transatlantic accent. That's what people were saying. It was like a transatlantic accent.
Did she teach y'all how to make anything? Because she's...
She wasn't in my class.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dear, what you want to say? Because I know you yesterday you were saying a whole lot of stuff. Especially about women.
Oh my gosh.
No, that wasn't yesterday. That was the day before that. Wasn't it? No. When did we go and eat? We ate yesterday, right? Oh man, I haven't seen one of those in years. The Cadillac. Yeah, I think that's 1980. I was gonna buy one of those. All right, get over to the left. So what you want to say? Before you say anything, because I said this earlier, I'm gonna say this again. One of the things that the Spirit of the Lord began to really make so clear to me, it's not that people can't have what they want. People don't even know really what they want.
That's true.
It's not that they can't have what they want.
Right.
They just don't know what they want. People really don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what you want, how do you know when you arrive? If you have no goal, how do you know if you play football that you arrived at the right goalpost? If you're just running around in the field, and a lot of people just running around in the field, not sure where the goal is or which one is the goal that they're supposed to be going towards. So if you don't know what you want, any road will take you there, which means it's just an endless cycle and travel, but never a destination in mind. What you got to say about that? And the reason I brought that up is because we're in the middle of the year, officially July, and people really have not done much of anything except it's just 6 months. January, February, March have passed, April, May, June almost over.
Wow.
And really nothing majorly significant. That's why I'm so glad we did those testimonies today.
Yeah.
Nothing majorly achieved or significant about the first 6 months of their life. So what's going to make the next 6 months stand out? What's going to make the next 6 months significant if your first 6 months there was nothing significant?
Wow. Likely nothing.
Huh?
Likely nothing. It'll be more of the same.
So if you started off with a New Year's resolution about have better health, but you did nothing major to have better health or to lose weight or to get slim, trim, or to change your diet, or you didn't hire a personal trainer, and you said you were going to hire a personal trainer in 6 months, you're saying most likely in the next 6 months you're going to do the same thing.
Right. That's why you were saying mentorship is so important.
Talk loud.
That's why you're saying mentorship is so important, because the mentor
Hi, Leah.
shorten the distance, and the mentor will help you see something that you don't see and then guide you in that right direction. So you were talking about not knowing what you want, and you started off kind of really talking about women, and I always like to circle back to women. So this morning for my devotion, I was reading about Abram and Sarai. And I was reading the part where Sarai said to Abram, because God had made them a promise that he was going to have seed out of him, like the sand on the seashore, like the dust on the earth, like the stars in the heaven. That's how great the number was going to be. But at the time, Sarai was barren.
Mm-hmm.
time had gone by, and they weren't seeing yet the manifestation of the promise. But God kept renewing his covenant with Abram. He kept saying, like, this is going to be. So Sarai, she gets the idea, why don't you go into my handmaiden Hagar? Why don't you
What do you think about that
lay
idea?
with her? Right there.
Now the man probably, Abraham probably enjoyed that. Like, so you telling me to go sleep with another woman?
Her handmaiden.
Now most men would go for that because, oh, you're proving that I can have sex with another woman.
That's
All right,
whack.
go ahead, continue.
Right there, that's whack. Sarai and I don't see the eye to eye on that at all. So, but of course, Abram's like, okay, you know.
All right.
You all right with it? I'm okay with it.
That's your option for me? Okay.
So she said, you know, maybe that's the way that we're supposed to have an heir, is for you to go lay with my handmaiden. So then when he does, and of course, why was he going to turn that offer down? Then the handmaiden starts despising Sarai when she saw that she got pregnant. And then Sarai was upset.
Just like a woman, right?
Just like a woman. You know, when she probably was thinking, I gave him a baby, you couldn't, or I'm going to give him a baby, you couldn't. You know, and she probably started looking down at her mistress, Sarai.
Wow.
So here's the kicker. The kicker is Sarai got upset. Sarai was like, you know what? Now she's mad at Hagar. Now she doesn't like the whole situation. But this is a situation that Sarai created. Sarai, it was her idea. And then now she was upset with the idea. So women in general, it's just an example
Don't know what they
of
want.
how women don't know what they want. Because, and then her husband, I'm sure, relayed to her what God had promised him. But she went above him and said, you know what, this is my idea. I know what God told you, but do it this way.
Let's modify the plan of God.
Let's modify the plan, because...
How many of you have modified the plan of God? Stay right there, dear. How many times have God given you direction to do something, but you said, you know what, I want to do it my way? And that's called, she had a son by the name of Ishmael, which means a modification of the original plan of God. How many of us have given birth to an Ishmael? The Frank Sinatra song. He did it, or I did it my way. Go ahead, babe, continue. This is good.
So, here this woman, this was her idea. Now she's upset with the idea that was hers. And it was a great example to me of how women don't know what they want. You say you want a child from your husband, but now you tell your husband to go lay with the other woman. The woman now is looking down on you because she can conceive and you couldn't, and now you're mad at the situation that you created. So that's just one example, and I can name many, of women not knowing what they want. So let's just take it into modern day times.
So this is not nothing new, because that story happened thousands of years ago.
Right.
So are you saying even from like way back then to now, it's the same situation?
Very much the same situation. Very much the same situation. Because a woman will say she wants a guy to do this or be like this, but then when he comes along, she will be quick to reject it, not recognize it, go against it. And I said many times, women, I could talk because I know how I have been in the past. So I know how I've been. So I know women very well.
So how have you been?
For one thing, I definitely I knew I wanted a man that was confident, a man who knew what he wanted.
Oh, say it again. Say it louder. You wanted what?
I wanted a man who was confident, a man who knew what he wanted, a man who could lead me. But then I gave you a hard time.
Say it again. Y'all need to hear this. Brothers, y'all ain't the only one. Y'all ain't the only one. And ladies, listen, because y'all can learn something. So what? Talk loud. What?
I wanted a man to lead me.
Uh-huh.
But then I gave your leadership a hard time.
You gave my leadership a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why do you think that was?
For a couple of reasons. And reason I feel is
We got time. Name them one by one.
One reason I want to study more, because I'm asking the Lord for more revelation on it. Seriously, I really am. But one reason was because it wasn't how I thought it was going to be. It just wasn't, what I pictured. And Hollywood paints a picture through soap operas and fairy tales and Disney movies and all this kind of thing of what a relationship's going to look like.
So do you think you was influenced by either the pop culture or influenced by soap operas or kiddie movies or fairy tales or something? Or I don't know, talk to me. Where do you think your influence came from of what a happy marriage is supposed to be?
I think it came from a combination of all of those things. I really do. And I definitely have my ideas of what I saw in my own household growing up with my parents and then with uncles and aunts and things like that. So, meeting you had a definitely different approach than I had ever experienced ever. And so that was, I bucked against it. I resisted it for a long time.
But did God give you what you want?
Yeah, he did.
You said that.
He gave me what I asked for. It just didn't come the way I thought it would come.
You hesitated.
No, I didn't hesitate. I was saying.
Did God give you what you wanted? So what? Say it again. So what is it that you wanted again?
I definitely wanted a strong man.
So God gave you a strong
like a
man?
man at all.
So God gave you a strong man.
I wanted a strong man.
But you bucked.
But I bucked.
Okay.
Because I think, we as women, we want you to lead us in what we want to be led in, not everything. I don't want you to tell me. I remember I told you one time we were having an argument and I was like, he doesn't want to control me or whatever. And you're like, yeah. And I was like, oh.
Ah!
Okay.
And see, some of y'all men ain't got the galls to tell the truth. See, the word husband, look at that word. Hus is taken from the word house, band. Just look at the word as itself. Someone who bands the house. You cannot band the house if you're not the head of the house. How can you band the house? How do you band the house? You control the house.
Right.
You can't control the house or you can't manage the house if you're not banding the house or you're not the head of the house.
Yeah.
Are you getting this?
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep talking. Now, I know we done lost some of you already, some females. We done lost you already because you got to hear the whole sum of the matter. And this is a challenge among women today, especially women of color, because it used to be when a young lady years ago was 17, 18, 19, they got married. Now, you got women that are 40, 45, 50, 60. Ain't nobody even thinking about marriage, but their counterparts of friends, Maria, she getting married. Susan, she getting married. Come on, help me out here.
Maritza.
She getting married, but Shaquina not getting married.
Wow.
And we need to find out why. Hello from the Philippines.
Hi.
I'm 17 years watching. Oh, bless you, Fortress. Bless you. She said, very inspiring.
Thank you.
If we got some really good young men. Actually, I got some right here. Some really good young men that are around your age, and they love women from the Philippines. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
Love women from the Philippines because you have not been Americanized. Is that a bad thing? Yes, it is. Somebody says very inspiring. Very inspiring. All right. So, yeah, hit me up too if you interested in meeting some good. Now, I believe in relationships from God. I believe. You tell me what you think. I believe that God has more than one person for you, but you only pick one.
Yes.
And a lot of times you miss the first invitation, or you miss the first opportunity, or you miss the first door that's open to you, because you got all of you got all of these illusional options. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
You have these illusional options of what you think about a woman or think about a man. And God gives you time to go through all that foolishness of being picky and all that until you realize, you know what? Let me go ahead and accept this gift from God. I guarantee you, if there's a woman that's in her 50s or 40s, she has already met her husband 10 times.
Yeah. True.
But she didn't recognize it. And
Right.
and I would say that, I would say more for women versus men. Men have met their wife as well, okay?
Wow.
But women got it worse. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's for sure. Definitely, before my husband and I met, I had quite a few opportunities. People took me seriously and wanted to, marry me. And
But
everything like that.
nobody could qualify with all of this for her.
Well, I know.
She had to get all of this. Anyway, go ahead.
I knew what I wanted for sure, and it was you were who I was supposed to be with, for sure.
That's right. That's right.
But having said that, there's a lot of women who are single today that could have been married,
Right.
but they snubbed their nose at what came their way.
That God sent.
And I hear somebody right now
Oh,
saying, "I'm supposed to just take
That
anything."
God sent.
And I hear somebody right now just saying, "Oh, I'm supposed to just settle or take anything." I don't know if settling is necessarily even the word.
No. I think what comes to you is what you qualify for. It's not settling. How are you settling? First of all, it's and hold it. And I'm gonna say this, and I say this over and over. We over-rank ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good question here. This is a good question here from Fortress and Irish. It says, "Can love be known even before the right age?" I believe so.
I'm not sure if I understand the question. Could you ask
Can
it
love
another
be
way?
known even before the right age? I guess you mean age of maturity. I believe so. But then, and I'm gonna say this, and you tell me what you think. And this, she got something else here. She's saying, Can love be known even before the right age? And it says, love for other people. I mean, like relationship with the person you want to be with. I believe this, that a relationship can even be established even before love is known. What's your take on that? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't know, because I'm not sure if I'm following the conversation very well.
Okay. Can you love someone? Can love be known even before you are mature enough? I believe so.
Oh, like can a young person love?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah.
And then it says
Certainly.
love for other people. I mean, like relationship with the person you want to be with. I believe that you could actually develop in love even before love is even there, because there are a lot of, and I'm telling you, I'm old-fashioned with this. There's some people, they get together. There are families that pick husbands and wives for each other, right?
Right.
It's old school.
Yeah.
Now, people might say, well, I want to pick my own. Sometimes we ain't that smart enough.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why. If you look at statistics in the marriages, where usually families, I'm talking about traditional, where families pick mates for each other,
Yeah.
the divorce rate is so low.
True.
But the ones that people pick for themselves, now I'm not saying that you should, I'm not telling you, I'm just telling you in my observation, the divorce rate is so low because a lot of times people are not just getting married because how a person looks. They get married for a number of things,
Yeah.
such as the structure of the family, the security of the family, the agreement in worship of who's your God, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus today, a lot of stuff is in America is based on looks only.
Yeah.
And looks is not going to keep you married. That's not, because that's going to change. You're going to gain a little weight, or you're going to expand a little here or something. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some things are going to take place that bless you, Vanessa. Please forgive me. Arzu G, bless you. Ken, bless you. Okay, Ken says God is not the author of confession. I don't.
Meant to say confusion.
I hope you mean confusion.
Mean confusion. You know, there's autocorrectors.
Yeah, God is not the author of confusion. Mm-hmm. Where there's order, God shows up.
Yeah.
So what would you say to that? Can love be known even before the right age?
Well, if they're asking, can a young person love? I would definitely say yes. I mean, typically, years ago, people got married much younger.
Actually, studied the story of Romeo and Juliet.
Years ago, people married much younger, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, yes.
Vanessa, you said, thank you, Bishop. Thank you for what? Fortress said, thank you so much. I'm in love with an African guy, but I don't know if it's love or it's a mistake. I'm going to give you some insight. I'm going to let my wife say something to you first. And I think she said she's 17 because marriage is serious. And I wonder if this is okay with God and how can I love? Number one, if you're not sure, don't do it. Because when I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. And anytime you see me, I'm gonna always tell you the truth. Always. My family will tell you I don't play. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay? You might not like my approach, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I had thousands of girlfriends. You might say, Bishop? Yes. There were many women, that I dated. When I met her, I knew she was the one. Okay? So, if you have any doubt, when God brings the right person, it is no caution light, it is no yellow light, it is green light. Heart of hearts, that this is the person you are to actually invest the rest of your life. And if you're not sure, don't do it. Don't do it. And if there's not a commitment, now I'm going to tell you something else too. Long distance relationships, they're difficult to work. So I don't know where the guy is. If he's present around, that's cool. But if he's away or in Africa and you're in the Philippines, I'm telling you, no. What would you say, dear? What would you say to this young lady? And we're just telling you the truth. We got nothing to gain by, telling you anything or leading you astray, which we're not going to do. What would you say to this young lady?
I definitely agree that if there's a question in your head, there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Okay? The Lord puts
now, why you turning here?
Checks in us. I'm supposed to go over here.
Okay.
See, God puts checks in our spirit in order for us to, take a step back, take a pause, take a beat. So if there's a question, there's a reason why, and you might be attempting to override.
Seek counsel. Seek spiritual counsel. Get spiritual counsel, and ask the Lord if y'all really want to know. If y'all really want to know about somebody, ask the Lord to show you, and I'm telling you, He's gonna show you. Now, here's the thing: will you accept it when He show you? Because I know a lot of young ladies. They will make excuses for what they asked God to show them, and He showed them, and then you override the signal. You do not want to override because your heart is involved, or you have a certain way of feeling about somebody. Okay? She said he's far.
Mm.
No,
Have
no.
you met him?
Now.
Have you met him?
Oh, have you ever met him? Have you ever met him personally? Because there's a show I want you to watch called Catfish. Okay, I want you to watch that. I want you. Now, you can have. They're hard, but you can have. Because I've had long distance relationships, but they're hard to maintain. And if a person is willing to relocate and willing to move, it could work. But you wanna find out all that you can, because there's a lot of that going on today. That long distance, because of the internet, which it could be. I'm old school. I want to see you. Mm-hmm. I want to be there. We got to be together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And God will show you. If you say, God, give me a sign if this is right for me or not, and He'll show you. Here's the question: will you accept it when He says no, or He says yes? Okay. Mm-hmm. She says he's the first person. Oh, no.
Person what?
I guess the first person, I don't know, that you've been seeing seriously or that you fell in love with.
Have you met him physically? Like,
have you met him in person?
In person?
And thank you first of all for talking to us about this and coming
and we
here.
actually said we wanted to start talking to people.
Yeah. Have you met him in person? She said he's the first person, I guess, maybe serious dating and so forth. Because if you haven't met him, 17, you need to explore more options. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't meet him in real life.
Oh, yeah, no.
Talk to her, babe. Talk to her.
You've never met him?
Talk loud.
You're 17. The world is your oyster. You don't have to. And I understand if you feel you love him, but... And
you might be like a lot of... Hey, how you doing?
Thank you.
You might be...
$6.85 out of 20.
I'm gonna wait till my wife is done. This is good. Thank you for talking to us. This is serious. I was 17 once, and I'm gonna give you some wisdom. At 17, you feel a whole lot of ways, especially today, because we need companionship. We need attention. And young people today need to communicate. And when someone gives you attention and they're willing to communicate with you and laugh and have fun and, just talk, that's not common today in society. So when somebody gives you a little attention, your heart actually goes out to them. Doesn't necessarily mean that is a husband or a wife. It simply means that somebody has learned how to get your attention.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean that it is a bona fide covenant or relationship. It's simply that there is a void that's actually being fulfilled in the moment of your life. That there's a gap that's being fulfilled. So young people today, and even older people, got to be very careful. Just because somebody fills a certain gap in your life doesn't mean that they're the fulfillment in your life.
Very well said, dear.
And that could be misconstrued, and somebody can take your heart and your mind and take advantage of you because, maybe people in your own town, own household, not talking to you, right? Or you can't have communication, but somebody way across somewhere else is going to give you an hour or a half an hour and talk to you or listen to you. And then we go, I'm in love. And it's not necessarily I'm in love with the attention that you're giving me, but I really don't even know you to be in love. And right now, I'm just getting an image or a voice or a picture or a video online. That's not enough for a true relationship. I hope you understand me. I'm not saying stop communicating. No, you evidently, and we all do, we need that.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to base that I have a real courtship going on. I'm dating, especially if you've never seen them before, or I want to get married. And a lot of times, especially for men, when we can get that feminine energy that wants to listen to us, yeah, we go, oh yeah, oh, you're my wife, you know. And when you meet up, it's a totally different story. Right. I'm just gonna keep it real for you. Okay, Smith Williams, you want to say something to her? Because we got some other, and y'all doing some good comments, man. I want to see what Smith Williams is saying something too. Says, yo, I'm 20, trying to pull up on a cougar. I need tips and tricks. Oh man, you gotta be careful with them too. You gotta be careful with them too. I was telling my wife, me and my wife have a great, one day we were just gonna tell y'all, like we're gonna just lay it out. We have a great relationship, but was always great. And I had women that were so much older than me, to the point that my mom told them, stop calling the house. You old enough to be his mommy. What's wrong with you? And you got to be careful with them, because if you're a young dude and they're older cougar, why is it that they don't have a man around their age, and you could be used just as a sexual device for them, and that's about it, nothing serious. And then there's some guys that's all they want. So I really want to talk to people who want real relationships, not a one night stand, not just a let's screw for the night. I'm into building character, relationships, things that produce meaning and that will enhance your purpose.
Yeah. So what's his name?
Smith Williams.
Smith. So what is it that you think what do you think she wants from you? And what is it that you want from her?
Yeah, what is it that you want from her? He says, oh, I'm a stud. I could put handlebars on a cougar. It's like, if if you're just looking for sex, you got to be careful, because trust me, I haven't met a guy yet who was involved in stuff that I was involved in, especially sexually. And you gotta, if that's your main motivation, that's gonna wear out eventually. And you might get a bad one, dude. You might get a bad one. And when I say a bad one, trust me, I'm a man of the cloth, I'm a man of God, but I wasn't always a man of God. And I got some bad ones, and bad ones will cause you to be up in the clinic taking some pills, and you got this stinging going on and this burning going on. And dude, I don't know if you got a bad one, but man, you get a couple of those, you gonna be smarter. And it's like, nah, ain't worth it. I wish my brother was on here. One day my brother got a bad one. We talk about this and crack up. And man, your drawers is just filled up with all this green, and it's you talking about hell? That's hell before you get there. Oh man. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure a lot of guys on here know what you're talking about.
Thank you, CBJ. CBJ says your glass is so nice. They got to get fixed because they're kind of loose. But thank you. I got I'm gonna do a show on glasses. We're gonna do a show on glasses. Then we're gonna do a show on watches. All right. But babe, talk to the people. Talk to the people.
From Smith. Is he just having fun with her, or what?
I don't know. He said she was my old assistant principal. Oh Jesus. She pulled up to me on my job like a week ago, and she's giving off friendly vibes. I mean, check it out. Check it out.
We have a big age gap between us.
Yeah.
Know?
Oh, I'm 10 years. My wife is 10 years younger than me. Yeah. I'm 65, y'all. So y'all hearing old wisdom, but I got a lot of street knowledge. I was born in the city of Newark, New Jersey. Now, you know, that's where the riots started back in the 60s. That's where you got some of your greats from Red Fox and Jesus. Jerry Lewis, y'all probably don't even, Bob Hope, y'all probably don't even know about those names and stuff. But I'm from Hootersville and Newark, New Jersey, and man, so, Hootersville's Velsburg. Hold it, I want to see. Smith was saying she was an old assistant. Now I'm not saying not to engage with her or not to communicate. I'm just saying, you know, see what the agenda is, and even talk to her. You be nice to everybody, even your enemies. I'm nice to my enemies. Be nice, cause what good is it being cold and mean to people like that? That just has no payoff at all. And then there's repercussions. You know, the Bible says, and in case y'all don't know, that is the word of God. It says, as a man soweth, that shall he also reap. That shall he also reap. So you just don't treat, even if you don't like somebody, you don't treat them bad, don't treat them wrong, because it's going to come back to you. In some form, some fashion. So you be nice to everybody, but when you realize somebody trying to take advantage of you or use you, whatever, then you just move on. I'm
her intriguing or interesting or attractive.
Well, he probably at his age, because I've been there. When a woman is much older than you and show interest in you, especially for a guy, that's like food to your ego. Food to your ego, bro. Because I'm telling you, I've been there. I remember when I didn't even have a car, a driver's license, and the young lady, she was a manager of a department store, and she was like, pick me up for work. Now, mind you, I didn't even have a driver's license. I know business behind the wheel, and I'm like, oh, shoot, she gonna let me use a car. And I didn't even know what I was like, I better figure out, I better act like I know how I'm driving. and this was in Ohio. And I'm picking her up for work, dropping her off for work. No driver's license, no nothing. Didn't even know what I was doing. But it's food for the ego. Having an older woman that's interested in you.
So it would be good for him to know what she wants out of you and what you want out of her, because she's an older
Find out
woman.
the agenda.
She's been around the block. If she's an older woman, and you know, you might be surprised that you could fall for her.
Yeah.
And she could have a whole different agenda. So just be watchful, guard your heart, find out what.
And you don't want to be her sex toy.
Exactly.
I know you think you want to be a sex toy. You might think that you don't. Trust me, you don't want to be. Now somebody else, y'all go ahead and put your questions in. I'm gonna look at them and answer them. And oh, before I even go any further, I'm gonna do I'm gonna give $1,000 cash away, but I need your first name and last name. So y'all email me. Somebody type my email address in here. It's Bishop, BISHOP at Bishop again, BISHOP WOMACK.com.
You'll do that when you get to
Bishop at BsW&x.com. No, I'm gonna do one because I said I was gonna do one at 300,000. I'm gonna keep my word.
I thought you did.
I did. No, I did the one at 200,000. Remember, we got the 300,000 in like faster.
Wow.
Remember?
So you have to do one.
I already sent that money off to the lady.
Oh my God, I'm losing track.
It was two people.
So fast.
We gave. It was like just a week ago. We gave 100. No. I'm sorry. No, we didn't give 100,000. We gave $1,000 away to the first person. I think Shamila picked the name. Then we gave $500 away for the second person, and I already sent that off.
So this is now
This is
300K.
So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. And we're just about just life, y'all. Just life. We're going to be talking about, I'm going to teach y'all how to make money. I'm going to teach you how to have a great relationship with God, the Creator. Teach you about health. Family is very important to me. Proper relationships. What else would you say?
I like
spirituality.
That. What you said about life. Yeah, relationships. Family, raising children.
Watch this car.
Preparedness. Anything.
Yeah.
I like that. Would be the name.
Yeah.
How Talks Life.
Now, babe, help me out. This person's name is M-A-I. Is it May? May girl? I don't want to kill it. M-A-I and then girl, then L-E-S. Liz?
Negro Les.
Okay, it says, I know a guy that did this and the cougar got pregnant. Yeah. Yeah, that's a concern there. Because,
Be careful,
yeah,
Smith, because
he's now in child support court fighting to keep his money. Whoa. Listen, dude. She just gave you some wisdom right there. And I'm concerned about, thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah.
I was thinking, I know.
Because they do want sex.
Yeah.
They do want sex.
They're wiser because they've been around the block.
Get the right lane.
And you could be surprised. You might be thinking, oh, free cookies and, oh, yeah, this is going to be fun and might get a little money. But you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You think you're playing her. She could be playing
Yeah,
you.
she could be playing you. And then this Vanessa knows because she's a teacher. She says, nah, she could lose her license. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying because I did it, I'm not saying not to communicate, explore, not go out.
Guard your heart.
Guard your heart.
Be careful.
Be prayerful.
Prayerful.
And I'm serious. Don't be like, Lord, give me the strength to to ride this cougar. I'm not. No. Ask God to give you wisdom and what you're about, what you're thinking to do, and tell God to give you green light and red light when you should go, when you should stop, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Smith Williams says she used to let me skip class to help her set up computers. I never thought of it like that till she pulled up to my job after 5 years. I think you should pay attention to what the young lady said. Cause man, you don't want no baby. Not to say you don't want a child, but you don't want no, number one, no, you don't want no baby out of marriage. And then you don't want no baby with a woman that you really don't want to commit to. I knew I was never going to get any woman pregnant. I knew that. I was not going to get no woman pregnant but my wife. I'm telling you. Because I've seen so much in my family, baby drama, man. And then why should the child go through that and being thrown back and forth from the father to the mother to the father and the mother? That's just too much aggravation because number one, it's not God's original plan. Now, if you have a child already out of wedlock, thank God for you. Babe, what you doing? Put those hands on the wheel. All right? If you got that going on, I pray for you because you know, being a single parent, that's rough, man. That's rough. And you can do it with God's grace and God's help. But it's rough. Okay? Okay? It's rough. Now, I think you said I don't mind it. I hope you're not talking about a baby. I hope you ain't meaning that. Because I'm telling you, a baby is a whole new world. A whole new world. A whole new pocket. A whole new job. A whole new bank account. It's not what you think at age 20. Wow. Right there? Yeah. So I hope that's not what you're talking about. He said, CBJ said you look like Snoop Dogg. Actually, Snoop Dogg said to me, how many years ago was that? Snoop Dogg, I met Snoop Dogg in New York, and Snoop Dogg knew about my ministry and said, if I was over here in the East Coast, I would be a member. Now, he has a bishop. I don't know if you know that. He has a bishop. Yeah, he actually calls a bishop. He has a bishop. He said, I would be, did you know that, Vanessa? Snoop Dogg said, I would be a part of your church.
Somebody said you look like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Maybe talking about the hair. Snoop Dogg was cool. He cool. He cool. All right, CBJ said handsome. Thank you. I like you. I like you.
I agree with you. He is handsome.
All right. Y'all saying some good stuff. I won't ever gang, I think, with my top head. Good. 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 I'm glad you think with your top head, because most people think with the bottom head, and the bottom head will always get you in trouble. I'm glad you smart. I'm glad you smart. All right. This says a baby equals 20 years of your life gone. Oh, yeah. Good comments, y'all. And guess what? You ain't getting them years back. When you lose it, you ain't getting it back. Vanessa said she disagreed about the Snoop Dogg. Okay, Smith Williams says, I'm mature. I won't be having kids I can't provide for. That's good. That's good. And I'm gonna say it like this. Don't have children until you get married. You can call me an old fogey. You can call me old fashioned. I'm telling you, it is the divine plan of God.
God's way is
and if you want a lot of confusion in your life, go do it the opposite of God's original plan. And I'm telling you, you will see that your way is not right. It is too much of a pain, too much of a struggle. Even the things in our marriage that we went through, thank God, every that we have is our child together. But the conflicts that we had is because we did not follow God's directives.
Yeah.
And when you want something you never had before, y'all listen. When you want something you never had before, you got to do something you never did before.
Oh, you said that before you proposed to me in church.
I did?
Yeah. You had it on a screen, on a PowerPoint.
What'd I say?
When you want something you never had before, you have to do something you never done before or did before.
Keep to the left.
And then you put my name, and then you said, will you marry me? And next thing you know, there was a ring.
Why are you talking so soft? I can't hear you.
Oh.
You saying talk. I can't hear you.
You said when you want something you never had before, you have to do something you never did before.
She's talking sexy. Trying to act like
and then you had my name on the screen.
Trying to talk like we at home.
And then you had, you said, will you marry me? You know, it was on the screen. And then,
I put it on a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
We was having church service. And I did a whole PowerPoint. And I think you had the clicker, right? I think you had the clicker.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you had the clicker. You was clicking.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm going to show y'all something if I can.
Well,
Is it right here?
Okay, if I do that. Okay.
No, you can't.
All right.
You can't. I wanted to show y'all something, but you can't see it from here. I wanted to show y'all. I'll show y'all somewhere else.
Left turn ahead.
All right.
Then in 1/10
All right.
of a mile.
So tell me where you're from. Where you from, Smith? I know somebody's from the Philippines. Where you from? Where you from? Anybody else got any questions? CBJ, where are you from?
Let me get it going. Excuse me, honey bunny.
Okay, we got somebody that speak Arabic here. Where are you from? I want to see where y'all from. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. Here's the email address. bishop@bishop.womack.com. We're going to do a giveaway of $1,000. The last time I did 2. I'm only going to do 1 this time because I'm getting to my numbers real quick. So we're going to do, so you email me your first name, your last name. We're going to fold that up, put it in the hat, and then one of my children going to pick a name, and whoever name we pick, we're going to send you $1,000 just for being a part of our community and our family. All right? And in case y'all don't know, I'm called POW, the prophet of wellness and the prophet of wealth and the prophet of wonder. Okay, I see M. Ibra. Say, hiya, brother. How are you? How are you? I'm better than I deserve. I'm magnificent. I'm great. I got the best wife in the world, got the best children in the world. You can't do no better than that. Can't do no better than that. I got the best sons, the best daughter, the best members. I want tonight. I want extra now. What do you mean tonight? Well, I gotta wait till tonight.
We
got plenty time.
Okay.
Plenty time. I got the best daughter, the best son, the best members.
Sons.
Huh? I said son. I
He
said
did say
son.
sons.
You said sons plural.
Didn't I say sons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it more than one time. I got the best daughter.
They're all right.
Somebody said, where you going? My brother having a celebration today. So we'll celebrate him. Kim Parker, what you think of, I don't know what that is. IUIC Texas? I mean, Texas, I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Richardson, Texas. I tell you this, it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Relax. Relax. Okay, calm her down sometime. Now, is that a city? IUIC? Because have you ever heard that before?
No.
Texas is hot. Actually was dating a girl down there who was in medical school, but I met the right doctor. My wife's a doctor. I met the right doctor. This was the doctor I was supposed to be with, and every so often, like every day, she has to
Every
check.
day.
She has to give me a checkup every day. I'm like, babe, check. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all this real quick if I can do it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's not clicking, Shema.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to.
Is there like a...
Oh, there it is. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all see that? That's us. All right, I don't know if y'all saw it. All right, good people. Email me, bishop@bishopwomack.com. Put your first name up. I'm going the wrong way. Email me, bishop@bishopwomack.com. Put your first name, your last name, and I will enter you into our free giveaway drawing of $1,000 cash just for being a part of our community. And thank you for being part of our community. We're going to come and give you often teachings, principles, life-changing principles from God's word that's going to encourage, refresh, instruct you to a high zone of victorious living. And every so often, the doctor over here is going to give you a checkup from the neck up. And I'm going to just reveal my heart to you and love to take your questions about health and wealth and relationships, and see you go in one place. Where's that, everybody? Up, 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 and over the top. God bless you all. Peace and blessings.